Friday, so it's time to walk around campus and look at things that we would not normally look at. That's a very tiny car that just drove by. I think you saw it, perhaps, mayhaps. So it's time to go to the office. Walking around, batting practice. Hear the aluminum bats. It's a nice day in October. And we're going to the office now. Office hours time. I don't know if anybody's going to come by, but if they do come by, it'll be ready for them. Yesterday I had somebody come by. They did a fantastic job of putting their speech together, coming up with good arguments. It's excellent stuff. And so office hours has been much better. Probably the best office hours I've ever had this semester. I can't figure out why that is, except I've changed things up in how we teach public speaking. We don't teach public speaking very well. It should come as no surprise to any of you watching this, is that our way of approaching public speaking and teaching it is terrible. But it's from our society. Like, why do we have these political debates and everyone goes to politicalfactcheck.org or the Washington Post fact checker? Like, we listen to someone talk and then we're like, were they right? Like, where's our own thinking? Why would we let someone else's standards of truth or fact determine how we feel, what we're convinced of doing? Here's the big change I made. I assigned this book, Ancient Rhetorics for Contemporary Students. You should get a good look at that. It's the ancient process, which I spent this summer studying, how the Romans taught, how rhetorical education went then. Well, it's kind of expensive, but I think it's okay. But now I'm teaching that method, the ancient method. I used to just have them read Cicero, Quintilian, clips and stuff like that, but now that I use this book, things are much better. They're going through the process. They're finding so many more things to say. Because, as it might come as a shock to everybody, public speaking isn't about generating lists of facts or right reasons, but about creating belief together in a community. What are we going to do? What do we believe? What do we think? These are the kind of things that most contemporary public speaking books don't address. This one takes us back to the old school methods. I really like it. Students seem to be using it, which is an amazing thing. Normally they don't even buy it sometimes. So I think it's been great. And that's a big change in that quality is higher. I wish I'd been filming them so I could show some clips, but you'll just have to trust me on that. So the big takeaway for me this week is public speaking is not about fact-checking or producing lists of facts or conveying the truth to audiences like a conveyor belt. It's about creating shared belief in a community about what we're going to think, feel, or do. It's a creative act. We're making belief. We're not conveying facts. And then this weekend, working on NCA. I like NCA. Unpopular opinion. Lots of people like to not like NCA. I like it. I think it's pretty good. Share some ideas, share some papers and ideas, but I still have a paper to write. Tackling it this weekend, plus 5 or 6 recommendation letters. 'Tis the season for that. That's what's going on in office hours today. I have an independent study student coming at 5. We're reading this book. Great book. We're doing Anthropocene Rhetoric. So you have to read this book for that. I'm thinking when they replace the laptops, when we get a new laptop down here, this is my school laptop. It's a Lenovo ThinkPad. I'm thinking when they ask us to replace that, I was thinking, oddly, that I should get a MacBook Air. Please talk me out of it. I'm not a Mac person, don't like Macs. I like my iPad though. My iPad's good, but it's because all my students have these nice looking MacBooks. And I think a MacBook Air would be kind of fun. They're light, they're pretty powerful, good to travel with. Maybe it's the way to go. Talk me out of it if you don't think it's a good idea. That's coming up in a couple of weeks. Okay, well, that's all I can think to say, so